Finally, the last boss of Shadow's story.
And it's bum bum ba.
Dan Green!
You monster!
Hey Dan, not to interrupt your, dramatic turnaround scene, but don't look now, but your shoes are on fire.
Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy.
I still have
Shadow
those
and
cookies.
The future. Don't try to deceive me. What?
I still prefer muffins.
Don't deceive me. I know you're really Yu-Gi-Oh! Under all that.
Was the hairdo that obvious?
Very well, Shadow. It's time to duel.
I play the trap card. Force back.
And now change your
And
arena
I
to
play my
Shadow
field
Arena.
spell card. World of Darkness.
Regret this, Shadow the Hedgehog.
If I knew anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd probably have fun with this, but I don't. I know Blue Eye, White Dragon, and stuff like that. That's about it.
Oh, making a Yu-Gi-Oh! Joke is actually quite easy. You just come up with a funny monster name, and then,
Attack mode, blah. Blah, blah.
That's that.
Blah.
Exactly. Occasionally throw in a trap card for flavor.
And then add, oh no, or this can't
Yeah.
be.
It may not actually be funny,
my
but
video
someone
froze.
out there will laugh at it. Your video froze?
153, 4.
Yeah.
The fuck are these things?
I don't know, but their hitbox is stuck.
I forget, do we have to be in Kaioken mode to kill this thing?
Yes, we do.
Hey, Omega, I'm sure your hint is very helpful and all, but could you please get your text box out of the way? I'm trying to play a game here.
No, but going back to that question, no, you don't have to be in Kaioken mode in order to kill these things.
Oh, I thought he meant
You just have to kill them
Nephilus.
all.
You have to be in Kaioken mode to kill Nephilus, though.
Well, yeah, never mind.
And
Ignore
you were-
me.
and
you
you were-
have,
and
you
you
have to
were-
kill these things in order to build up the meter and then go into Kaioken mode. Yeah, sorry about that.
Ah.
Dipshit moment.
I love how Nephilus has this whole sludge thing going on all across the floor, and instead of doing the obvious thing and dragging Shadow under while he's skating around on top of it, he summons
Yeah.
these monsters all over the place that Shadow can easily kick the asses of.
You'd think he'd be slower or something.
What the hell am I looking at?
I don't know.
A Sonic the Hedgehog video game, obviously.
You're looking at the physical embodiment of the question.
Kaioken
What the hell
times
am I looking at?
3!
Oh god!
It's so bright.
Yeah.
Found you.
Kage Bushin no Jutsu.
Make a homing chain of doppelgangers so that I can just follow them to wherever the real one is.
Fuck.
You failed to get in the first time. That's awesome. This is going to be a long video. I don't think I've ever failed to defeat Nephilus in one pass.
Because
done it
you're
once.
you, Lewis.
Oh,
No, it's ridiculously fucking easy.
No, the final boss of this game is ridiculously fucking easy. I can see you screwing up this a little bit.
Maybe if the camera
What the hell
screwed you over at some point, which probably did happen. I don't know. I wasn't really paying much attention.
I hate how Omega and Rouge are just standing there walking with you, and you don't actually use them or anything.
At least
We
Peppy
shall
and Slippy
get you
and Falco.
rolled support.
At least
Yeah.
the Star Fox characters fly about convincingly.
Slippy's useless, but at least I can shoot him out of the sky. Fox, get this guy off me! Hey, that's me!
Wait, you're that guy.
Oh, you're that guy, Slippy? Maybe I should shoot him again just to be sure. Tell me if you feel anything. Kaioken again.
Die, die, die.
Stay still and let me punch you.
You know, the fight
I
would
just
be more
realized-
interesting if the camera didn't lock onto the real Mephiles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's not hard to figure out which one's the real one because the camera's always centered on him.
Dead.
Sink into darkness. This is what we call a load screen. You're going to feel one. Up close and personal.
Now you'll forever be banished into one.
Why is it that everyone who says that says it just before they die? It seems to contradict the point of what they're saying. I can't wrap my head around it. I just cannot.
Focused.
Yeah, Johnny, you need to stay focused.
Fuck you.
Ugh.
Probably my favorite ending of the three.
Melting,
Yeah,
melting,
get to watch
oh, what a world, what a world.
Nephilis melt down into liquid chocolate.
What kind of sick, demented Hershey's mascot is this?
Go, my magic rod.
It's like that one Oompa Loompa Willy Wonka's really ashamed of.
By the way, for a plot point, this Rod of Darkness really does come out of nowhere.
Ugh.
It's destroyed.
You
No.
guys are the obvious.
I'm surprised.
The eye will now absorb your power.
You know, when I heard him say that without the subtitles turned on, I actually heard it as like
Years ago,
the kind of eye you see with, and I don't know why. Well, like there was
You
some
absorb
mystical
power through his
fact
fucking
called
eye.
the eye of now. But you know what really threw me off is that grammatically that makes no sense. The eye of now. Why don't you just say
my past self?
No, he's not even talking about his past self. He's talking about his present self. He couldn't have just said me. I have, you know, developed powers with which to own you.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, Shadow? You're screwed!
Again,
It's time
I'm convinced.
for a Sonic
convinced
X
they have-
reference.
I call
I'm
upon
convinced
the power
that-
of Sonic
I'm-
X to defeat you.
I'm convinced because of budget reasons they didn't give Mephiles a mouth. That's a fucking effect on his muzzle.
The irony of that is he has more convincing mouth animations than any other character in the game because of it.
Ugh.
Sonic X is canon.
Fuck.
Chris Thorndike is around somewhere. Actually, Chris Thorndike is on a picture in Sonic Adventure DX, so he is technically in one of the games.
Wish I
Yeah,
could
but
do that in the game.
yeah,
Wait,
you
where
can
is he- where
actually,
is he
but
a
not in
pic-
this game.
Not in
In
this
the next game, and not as Shadow, as Sonic. See, Sonic doesn't need fancy limiters on his wrists to barrel through shit. He just barrels through shit. In fact, he has recently gained the ability to break walls with his face, meaning he can barrel through shit even more effectively.
Shadow, heroes rise again.
Ugh,
I'll admit,
much
I actually like this song.
I like it.
I
It's
like the
kind
song
of-
from the Shadow game, not this version, to be honest.
I like
Oh, really?
this version.
I
as
prefer this
kind of guilty pleasure. It strikes me as an extremely bad song, but I like it anyway for some odd reason.
Oh yeah, like, I wouldn't drive around town listening to this, but...
I drive around town listening to this just to see what people's faces looked like when they noticed.
There's a mental image for you, Clement, driving in this convertible with the roof down, with sun
Oh,
shades.
hail Shadow, heroes rise again. So what do you think of the Shadow story, guys?
Well, it's the best story of the game, but that's not saying much.
Well, at least it's not as dark and gritty as the actual Shadow game.
Wait, it wasn't? I thought it was just as dark and gritty, except not as hilariously overdone.
It's like saying this rice cake is better than this piece of shit. The rice cake is ultimately the better thing to eat, but in the end, it leaves you with a really empty feeling.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, well, at least you don't throw up before that empty feeling sets in. So that makes it more pleasant. Less
I think
unpleasant.
Mephiles was a cool villain. I do enjoy Mephiles. I don't like what they do with Omega's voice.
Wait, hold that thought. In that scene with Omega that just played, where the fuck was he keeping his hand when the gun was out?
Maybe the bullets came out of his fingertips.
No, the gun is black, his fingers are white, therefore they are not the same thing.
Sonic Access Cannon.
His gun sinks into his hand, and then immediately, half a split second later, you heard me right, half a split second later, his hand just pops out with no transition in between. Logistically, this makes no sense. Where was he keeping his hand? Where is he keeping the gun when the gun is not out?
Eggman is a
what,
master
what were you
engineer
saying,
of
Clement?
robots. Don't question Eggman's engineering.
Alright,
He
okay.
equipped Omega with flamethrowers and grenade launchers and machine guns and a Gatling gun and a giant pink laser. So
Wait, giant pink laser. What giant pink laser are we
Sonic
talking
Heroes.
about?
You know,
Sonic Heroes.
yeah, you know
Oh.
you do your team blast when Shadow does chaos control and then Omega spins around with his pink laser thing.
Oh, I remember that.
He does a lot of shit, this Omega.
Mephiles looks dizzy.
You only have to sit through their credits one more time.
At least
And
we get
even
to
then,
watch
these aren't
that
even all the
badass
credits. I
scene.
edited out half of the credits.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I
Just
guess
left
that
it
makes
in
sense.
Just left it in the
I mean,
shadow.
how many
stuff.
times can you listen to his world?
So, yeah.
You've heard it twice, and we're going to hear it at least one more time. So yeah. I like the way that the Mephiles clones just fly away during that cutscene.
Mooks are mooks.
Folks, let's end this once and for all.